Hey guys, welcome back to News Mods. We have another package here. Now, this is one of the three that I just got a couple of days ago. I think these are the three that I ordered from AliExpress, the last three that I ordered from them that finally showed up after, what, 5 or 6 weeks. So, this smaller one, I think it's either the quick disassemble blaster with a mag and grip, or it's the Raptor mag-fed blaster. So let's go ahead and open it. Okay, what do we have here? We have a magazine. Okay. We have some darts with some very different tips on them. Look at that. Those are weird. It's like a star shape. Interesting. Okay. We have a holster, which is nice. I didn't even know that one of mine came with it. Okay, so this is the easy disassemble blaster. I got the orange and black version because it looks very cool. It comes in purple and orange as well, and I think white and black for the third option. But yeah, very cool. I think that's it in there. Okay, soft bullet launcher. We know what that means. So I think this works like anything else, and the fun part is that you can disassemble it pretty easily. So yeah, very, very interesting. Okay. So how does it fit in here? So just see here. Just like that. Ah, there we go. Oh, that actually clicks in there. And that's not gonna fall out at all. That's very snazzy. So there's a button right here. I'm guessing you press that, and then you take that out. Wow. That's actually very ingenious. That's very cool. I like that. And then this, of course, will fit onto your belt or pants or whatever. That is snazzy. I like that. I was like a good click. That's when you know it's pretty secure in there. There's no safety on this, I don't think. The feel is not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. This little nub could have been a little bit lower, just for my preference. But other than that, it's pretty easy. And I think you just take it apart by sliding this, taking this off, and then lifting this whole thing up. But before we disassemble, we're gonna get some FPS readings off of it, of course. So, let's look at these darts. These look very interesting here. Very interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. Very, very interesting head shape. But cool. Just say how many this takes. I wonder, and I think this, is this returned? Ooh. Does that have a slide lock? Ooh, that's a stiff prime. Okay, so when you're out, it'll lock, and then I'm guessing, so that's your mag release. So you want to put a dart in. Ooh, be careful of that. Don't want your finger slamming off, but that does pop back pretty quick, so that's nice. And then that's pretty good pop. Not super hard FPS, but heavy enough to get some testing off of. We'll test it with these darts first, and then we'll switch to Let's see. We'll switch to. We'll put some Dart Zone adventure or Dart Zone Ruby darts in it as well. So yeah, let's go do that. We'll get some numbers and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to disassemble it. All right, guys, we're at the range with the quick disassemble blaster. I need to find the actual name of this. But here's the mag. It holds 8 rounds. So I put 8 of the rounds that it came with in there, as you can see, with the kind of weird tipped swirl tips. I don't know what you're gonna call them. But let's load this up and see what kind of numbers we get. 59, 75. Oh, sorry. 62, 60, 55, 66, 74, 59, and we're out. Now, if you notice, a lot of those did not go straight. I'm guessing because of the darts, just because of the way that they're designed. They kind of went like all over the place. But now we're going to try some Adventure Force, Dart Zone. We're going to try some Dart Zone Ruby darts instead. Alright guys, we got 8 rounds of the Dart Zone Ruby darts in here. I'm going to put those in and see what kind of numbers we get with this guy. 80. Error. 51. 65. 70. 55. 77. And we're out. Now, those did go straighter, but the reading was a little off every which way. So, it does feel very light. There might be a few metal internals. This barrel for one. But I think the rest is all plastic inside. So, if they make a metal version of this, you could beef it up more if you want. But if you're going to do that, you might as well buy something else that already has metal parts in it. But this is a good learning tool. We'll go back to the table and I'll show you how to disassemble it pretty easily. Alright guys, here we are back at the desk after test firing this guy. So the first thing that we're going to do is take out the mag, of course. Now to disassemble, I'm going to read the instructions here and show you. So it looks like this bottom Picatinny rail in the front slides off just like that, which is actually pretty easy. And then we have to, let's see, I'm gonna need glasses soon, that's horrible. Pull up on the back and pull out. This. Like, pull up and pull out the latch. Does this actually come out? Can't get anything under that. Let me see here. Oh, there it goes. So that comes out like so, and then it just pops off, it looks like. Oh, this is an element you have to pull up and pull out, so that's what's keeping it. So let's see. Oh, like that. So it basically has two latches here and then that front picatinny rail. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Quick disassembly. Trigger's in there. You can take the trigger out if you like. Like so. It does have a spring in there that goes back into here basically. So if you want to put the trigger back in, like so, it'll go in just like that. That's what gives. That's the retention spring for the trigger, which is a different way of doing it, but I like it. And then you can get to your main spring and your slide spring and your plunger tube and everything that you need to if you have to. Yeah, and then let's see. Can't do this up by just pulling it. Let's see here. Pull forward and take out the accessory inside. So there's your plunger tube. This thing was on 2 notches in there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me push it. Let me put it back in just so you can. See? So, oh, there's 3 notches. 1, 2, and 3. So you're just gonna pull that up. You almost have to push it forward, I think. Ooh, that's real. That's lubricated. You almost have to push in to pull it out, I believe. It's a little hard to do, but you know, it's a teaching tool. Oh, I was like, why wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. There we go. So you push this whole thing forward, and then that all comes out. Just like so, and there you go. So you basically have your blaster apart. And then you can switch out the spring if you like, which we may do. Now these are plastic parts in here, so holdup won't be too bad, but you know, it is what it is. But for now, I'm going to actually put it back together because I don't need to take it apart until I do upgrade the spring. So put that spring right back onto there, like that. Put that plunger tube back onto those two. And we're gonna push that forward again to compress. Put this piece right back into where it was. It's a little bit difficult to do this part because you're trying to compress everything. There we go. Make sure that's on there. And then slide that back together. Put this back in where it was. Make sure that part's down. Same thing on, what was this? This side? Wait, was it? No, over here. That's gonna go in. It's gonna go in up. Make sure it's down. Then There you go, back together. So it's pretty easy to disassemble. It's a good learning tool, especially for beginners that are getting into the more, I guess, nerf stuff, if that makes sense. You know, for competitive use. But yeah, it fires okay. It does need an upgrade spring, which I may have. I got two for the, one was for the SPF 50, which I still need to install, and I got two of them. Because one was supposed to go into the Geon, but we know how much the Geon sucked. So I have an extra spring, which may be going into this guy right here. So other than that, highly recommend this blaster for what it costs. The holster, I actually didn't even know it came with one, and I was shocked and surprised. These darts that it came with, don't use these. And the blaster alone is pretty sick. So highly recommend. I'll leave the link below, and you guys can pick one up for yourself. Other than that, I am Gims Mods. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.